So your income taxes are going up, your payroll taxes are going up, your taxes on your stock gains are going to go up, your taxes on your stock gains you don't even have are going to go up, and if you own a business, it's about to go overseas where the tax rates are going to become dramatically more competitive as your business taxes go up too. Sounds like a real winner. Can't wait to vote in 2020. Folks, you have an election coming up, obviously, Joe Biden. It's a binary choice at this point. Biden's a disaster. We know that. We know he doesn't know where he is. He doesn't know he's running for president. But I wanted to focus on, for this election 2020 kind of part deux, section B block, how is he actually going to affect your wallet? Because there's some confusion. And here's where the story originates. My mother-in-law comes over a lot. We love her to death. And she's really a big Trump supporter. MAGA to the core, you know? And when I was explaining to her the things Biden and his Democrat allies have promised to do if he's elected, she was genuinely stunned to the point where we had to talk her out of like not emptying her retirement account. She was, I mean, I'm not trying. And then Paula was like mad at me. She's like, "You're freaking out my mom. She's going to spend all night worrying." I wasn't trying to worry your mom. I'm just trying to give you the facts so you understand what decision you're making, how critical this is if you're still up in the air. My mother-in-law's going to vote for Trump. It's not even a mystery. But there are some people out there who really believe that Biden is somehow going to be good for their wallets. And my question to you is, why do you believe that? What has he told you that's going to be good for you, your wallet, and your business? Let me go to this Wall Street Journal article. And they lay out a whole bunch of taxes called Read Joe Biden's Lips. New taxes. More than $3 trillion in new levies on incomes, payrolls, and more. You are going to pay more. If you're cool with that and you want to pay more, a lot more, vote for Biden. That's your guy. I'm not messing with you. I'm not trying to scam you. It's not a trick. If you like higher taxes and that's what you want for you and everyone else, vote for Joe Biden. Here they are. By the way, I'm just going to go through 4 or 5 screenshots here. There's like 10 of them in that article. I'm just going through there's other taxes out there. In other words, he wants to hike that I'm not even including in the interest of time. Let's go to number 1. I told you I'd talk about this yesterday. It's important. Individual income taxes. He's already promised to repeal the Trump taxes, the Trump tax cuts. So if you're a middle-class person, your income taxes are going to go up from 24 to 28%. Or if you're in the lower middle class, it's going to go up from 22 to 25. And the top marginal rate's going to go to 39.6 from 37. They're also going to repeal the $10,000 SALT deduction, so a lot of rich folks are going to get a nice little benefit. Right? You want to pay more in taxes in the middle class? Vote for Biden. Your rate will go up. If you're paying 24%, you'll now pay 28, 3% more of your income. If you're paying 22, you'll pay 25. That's 3% more. 1, 2, 3. If it was Joe Biden, 1, 2, 3. If you're watching the YouTube, you'll get counting toes next. You want to pay more? Vote for Biden. He's your guy. He said it. I'm going to repeal them. They're going to have a majority if they win. They'll do it lickety split. Number 2, payroll taxes. Social Security, the other stuff. He wants to apply the 12.4% Social Security tax to all incomes over $400,000 with no cap. The current payroll tax comes off after $137,000 of income. Come back to me. This is important. People understand this. That Social Security tax isn't levied after a certain amount of income, $137,000. There's a reason for that. There's an old adage in Washington, D.C. you should memorize. You may not like it. It may not be cute. But everyone in D.C. knows what it is. And you know what that is? A program for the poor is a poor program.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Remember
yeah.
that? I know. Mm-hmm. I was going to kind of say like Joe, because I've said this before. I've heard this from many people. Why is a program designed for the poor a poor program in Washington, D.C. parlance? Because to get mass consensus on an issue, Social Security, Medicare, whatever you need to pass a program, people want to feel like, yes, it's helping people who are poor, but you have to earn it. You may not like that. You may be a liberal and you may feel like nobody should have to earn anything. I don't care. I'm telling you, to get the United States en masse to back a program, Social Security, what else, they want to feel like people have to earn it. The idea with Social Security is after $137,000, the rest is just redistributed money and you're just paying for other people's retirement income. So in order to make Social Security feel like an earned benefit, because you're not going to get that much from it, the earnings you could be taxed on were capped. Because anything taxed above that, you weren't getting back and it would be redistributed. You get it? No one wants to pay for a retirement fund for someone else. That's why they capped it. They're blowing that cap out, which will make it a poor program because it'll be a program for the poor. Believe me, once rich liberals catch on to the fact that they're paying to finance other people's retirements, I don't care what they tell you about compassion in it for the little guy, dreaded air quotes. That's going to go away tomorrow. A program for the poor is a poor program. You want to destroy Social Security? Take out the cap tomorrow. Watch all the rich liberals panic. Tax number 3, which is about to go up. So your Social Security taxes are going to go through the roof. Your income taxes are going to get hiked dramatically. Capital gains. If you're earning more than $1 million, they're going to tax capital gains and dividends as regular income at a new top rate of 39.6%. That's double the current rate. Capital gains haven't been taxed as bad since the 1970s. You may say, Dan, that doesn't matter to me. I'm middle class. I don't care if rich people get taxed on their stock earnings at double the rates they are now. You don't. Well, that's really dumb because you clearly haven't thought any of this through. You have a pension? You have a 401k? Why are those stocks worth something? They're worth what they're worth because other people are willing to buy them for their amount, right? You can't tell me you have a baseball card worth $1 million when you only have one buyer who's willing to pay 10, right? The baseball card's worth what your only buyer is willing to pay for. My house is worth $600,000. You have no offers for 7 years. The only offer you have is $200,000. You know what your house is worth? $200,000. Now you've got a bunch of rich folks who are now paying double the tax on their stocks they paid before, meaning their earnings on those stocks are going to go down, meaning those stocks to them are worth less. So when your pension tries to cash those stocks out, all those rich people who are going to buy them up are only going to buy that many fewer stocks because they don't have as much money, meaning you don't either. Oh, it's not going to affect me. That's the rich idiots. Good luck with that one. You clearly haven't taken an economics class. Those, air quotes, rich idiots are the ones buying the stocks from you, keeping the valuations high. Yeah. Number 4. This one's a doozy. I told you about this the other day. So Ron Wyden, the ranking Democrat, suggesting taxing unrealized gains before the investor sells using a mark-to-market scheme. Folks, I talked about this. This freaked my mother-in-law out. Ron Wyden is a prominent Democrat in the Senate that is actually talking, if they get in charge and take power, about taxing stocks you haven't even sold. By the way, no refunds if you lose money on the stocks. You haven't even sold them. You understand what I'm saying, right? You bought a stock 15 years ago in IBM. It's up 100%. You bought it, whatever, at 50, it's worth 100. You haven't sold it. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to pay taxes on the gains you don't even have. You haven't sold the stock. Unrealized gains. It's right there in the Wall Street Journal. That's a real doozy coming down the pipeline. Good job, Joe. Well done. Anyone got Biden on the record about that? You're going to start taxing unreal. You want to crash the stock market tomorrow? One last one and we'll rock and roll for the day here. You own a business? There you go. Your corporate tax is going back up again. Your business is going to be taxed at the new rate of 28% from 21%. To see how this compares globally, add America's state taxes on corporate income, 8.8% in California, 9.5% in Illinois. And last year, the European Union's average top rate for businesses was 21.8%. Don't be surprised if U.S. companies return to the pre-Trump pattern of moving their headquarters overseas. You like that? So your income taxes are going up. Your payroll taxes are going up. Your taxes on your stock gains are going to go up. Your taxes on your stock gains you don't even have are going to go up. And if you own a business, it's about to go overseas where the tax rates are going to become dramatically more competitive as your business taxes go up too. Sounds like a real winner. Can't wait to vote in 2020.
You just heard Dan Bongino.